And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. It's time for another interview here on the couch. And with me is creative director, screenwriter, and actor, Erhabor Obas Obakpolo. His interest in acting started at a really young age while living in Nigeria. He's played roles in the church and also modeled in several fashion shows. And this morning, he'll be sharing his journey with us on the show. Good morning, Obas.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm
Good.
good. I'm good.
Great. I mean, look at you. You have, experienced different elements in the movie industry, from,
Right.
creative directing to screenwriting, production. Let's talk to us about how this journey, started.
It actually started, when I was a kid, obviously.
Yeah.
And, back in the day, I used to, have plays in church, children departments. I grew up as a Baptist. And throughout those times, I would always love to participate in acting. I even played Jesus Christ one time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
It actually
I don't know,
fits.
probably. So yeah, I picked it up from there. I've always had a knack for movies, like the stories and like reading books. I feel like, I appreciate when people are being creative, and when I see something really, really good in terms of story, I tend to like appreciate it even more. So that gave me that inspiration and passion to wanting to, create my own story, write my own script. It took me a little bit of time. I just put ideas down, but I never really like brought it to life. But it didn't stop me from putting stuff down. Like if I have an idea or a story, I put it down. And eventually, I also got into modeling. I did that for some time, quite some time, even when I moved to the States.
Yeah.
And yeah, so basically the whole script writing thing started like a long time. But it actually, like my first few scripts started, after my surgery. So I had a back surgery, a lower back surgery.
Wow.
And during those recovery process, I would take those, doctor's advice, take a walk, when you're on your lunch break or something, just to, keep the back, good. And I took those works and those ideas started coming in of the things I wrote.
Okay. Now, of all of this, different roles that you have played. Now, talk to us about the transitioning. I mean, so was it script writing, then you moved into directing, then production? Talk to us about the different experiences that you have experienced while, transitioning through these different phases.
Yeah, it's different experiences. It's what I call a writer's blockage. So I had that, and probably my surgery helped me through that. And talking about directing, I had that experience, in San Diego. I directed, was more of the second or third AD
Okay.
for this movie titled Dying to Learn.
Okay.
It's just basically about how, shooting takes place in the States, in schools where like you go to school, kids go to school to learn,
Okay.
and they have to watch over their shoulders. So being part of that was very, very good for me. It gave me this whole passion to wanting to direct, like just being there and see how, directing works. And yeah, I pushed my project forward from that moment.
Okay.
I have a very amazing manager, Monica, who was, she's always on my side.
Yeah.
And aside from having like scripts out here, I also have scripts I created out there that people back in California actually like.
Now let's talk about your experience in the U.S. and the dynamics here, shooting in Nigeria. I mean, you've experienced the movie industry in the U.S. and also in Nigeria. Let's talk about the dynamics and then the shifts that you've had to experience. How's that been for you, and how have you been able to manage through it?
Honestly, it's been quite a shift. I wouldn't deny that in any aspect. But it's been a good shift, though, because I feel like we're learning every day, basically, and we're evolving as a human and also in our career. So out there in the U.S., I'd say things are quite straightforward. And out here, it's still quite the same, but of course, it's different. It's different. Lovely, amazing people out here. Like, people have like this really good energy to want to push your work forward, and they bring in their A game. It's something I've really appreciated. It makes me feel really at home. Like you see people just being on the clock for you, trying to get things done, setting up. So out here, I would say it's also quite very, very.
I mean,
very
you have
good.
a recent project that you're working on. Talk us through that, and how's it been working with, A-listers on that project? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you brought your game.
Yeah.
You brought it. So talk to us about it.
That project is titled Revenge.
Okay.
Started shoot on July 20th, and it's been ongoing for months because tons of meetings here and there.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't around until recently. So that project is my first project out here. It's a really, really good one, no doubt. It's drama and action blockbusters, and it's very, very deep, and it's filled with passion, and filled with all the actions. So I'm looking forward to for it to be out there because it's really, really that good. And I believe it's a story that people are going to connect with, not just youthful people, but also adults, because it has this mysterious storyline about it.
Yeah, and then it also touches. Okay, now let's talk about what's next for you. I mean, now that this project is over, what's next for Obas as a movie producer or as a director? What's next for you?
I just mentioned earlier that I have stories where I put down times where I put down stories. I have lots of that. I have developing scripts going on, and I'm looking to push that forward. Obviously we want to fully wrap this up, get past the whole post-production, and then I want to start looking forward to the things I have. Bringing it to life, and like I'm getting addicted to the set these days.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, you'll be seeing me very, very soon because the addiction is kicking in.
Right, we'll see about that. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming to share your journey with
Of
us
course,
on
of
the
course.
show this morning. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me too.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate
And
it.
it's a wrap on that. The Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Next up, guys, we have Mali Music. That is one you don't want.